What is up, guys? We're playing Ark Survival Evolved on the Xbox One, and today I wanted to make a video on taming. So, how to tame? That is the question. Alright, so the first thing you need to do in order to tame something is locate yourself a dino. We have ourselves a trike down there, but I'm going to walk you through some of the basics that you need to know beforehand, and that is that you're going to have to incapacitate your dino. What I mean is you have to knock it out. So there's a few ways in the game in which you can do that. So, one way you can do that is with a bow and arrow set with trank arrows, which are highlighted right here, and you're also going to need a bow in order to do that. So I have the ascendant bow here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch to that, and it's going to switch to the narcotic arrow or the trank arrow. And if I shoot that trike enough with these, it's going to knock it out. So another way you can knock out a dino is with a slingshot. You can take a slingshot and you can fire rocks at them, and if you hit them in the head enough, it will incapacitate them. You can make a wooden club as well, but I don't recommend that as you will get attacked by more dinos. Also, you can use a rifle. You can load in a dart to shoot the dinosaur with after you've crafted a dart, and that will also knock out a dino. Alright, some things you're going to need whenever you go to tame a dinosaur. Assuming you have it knocked out, you're going to need something to keep it knocked out, and you can use this, the narcotic. What's going to happen is this is going to keep your dinosaur asleep while it is down, because taming takes a large period of time depending on what level the dinosaur is and what type of dinosaur it is. Also, you can use narco berries. They are less effective, but they do not have to be multi-crafted. And what I mean by that is narcotics are made through spoiled meat and narco berries combined in a mortar and pestle, as narco berries can just be fed to a dinosaur once they're in its inventory. They will raise a dinosaur's torpor or its unconscious meter 5 points. A narcotic will raise it 40 and last much longer, and they also do not spoil. As you can see on the timer on the bottom, narco berries will eventually spoil and narcotics will not. Do not take note of the time of 16 hours. I have my settings adjusted for the purpose of this video. As you can see on the raw prime meat, it is 3 hours 46 minutes until it expires, and that is completely not true if you've ever used raw prime meat to try and tame something. It only lasts 3 or 4 minutes. But for a trike, which is an herbivore, they eat grass, leaves, etc., berries in particular, we're going to be using the mejo berry. Alright, mejo berries are the purple berries. You're going to pick those up from gathering. They're the most effective berry to tame with. The only way to tame faster on an herbivore is to use kibble, and I went ahead and got some of that for you here today. Kibble is crafted through many different things, and if you don't know what kibble is, take the time to look that up, because it's especially if you're playing on an online server, it's a lot more effective to use kibble to try and tame something. And keep in mind, during the sake of this video, I have my settings manipulated. It will take much longer to tame a dinosaur. I just wanted to walk you through the process you will need in order to be able to tame a dinosaur yourself. Alright, also you can use raw meat for a carnivore. Raw prime meat is also more effective than raw regular meat. And think of raw prime meat as 6 times as effective as 1 piece of regular meat. So the equivalency is if they ate 1 piece of meat, regular meat, it would be the same as eating a piece of prime meat, or I have that backwards. If they eat 1 raw piece of prime meat, it's the same with them, the same equivalency as someone eating, or a dinosaur eating, raw meat 6 times. So that is the difference. And the same thing goes with the mejo berries. The mejo berries are the same as if a dinosaur were to eat just 1 piece of raw meat. It will take longer with the mejos, but if you use the kibble, it is also multiplied a great many times over, so it's the equivalent of them eating 10 mejo berries to 1 kibble, if that makes sense. So the kibble is a more effective tamer. The prime meat is a more effective tamer than the raw meat or the mejo berry. Alright, now that we've covered the things you're going to need in order to tame something, let's go ahead and tame something. So I'm going to go ahead and use the bow for this one, because I don't want to kill the dinosaur, and I think I will if I don't use the bow. So what I'm going to do is, its buddy is over here, so I'm going to go ahead and have to put this other trike down real quick. We went ahead and took care of him. Alright. Now let's go ahead and run, because this guy's going to beat on us if we don't. Ruh-roh. The game is lagging. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and switch to the arrow now that the trike has our attention and we have its. We're going to get up to some high ground, or higher ground if we can. This will work. And we're just going to shoot the trike with the arrow. And we knocked it out. Keep in mind that it will take a little bit more time in order to knock out a regular trike. I'm using a more powerful weapon here in order to do that. But you get the idea. You use the arrows in your trank and you combine them, you shoot the dinosaur, and you knock it out. It's that simple. Once the dinosaur is knocked out, I'm going to go ahead and show you its bar of unconsciousness. Look to the bottom right of the screen. You're going to see the word torpor. That is how unconscious it is. If that hits 0, your dinosaur will wake up. All the effort you've made to tame it will go away, so do not let that hit 0. You want to keep that as high as possible. And you can also monitor that by that purple bar that says unconscious on this trike. So we're going to hit Y as the screen indicates, and we're going to access its inventory. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put these narcotics on there, and we're going to make it eat some of them. And as you can see, the dinosaur's torpor raises as it eats the narcotic. And that is going to help it stay asleep so that you do not have to worry about it waking up. Now I'm going to go ahead and put one Megaberry in its inventory. Once it eats the Megaberry, as you can see on the bottom, it says put food in inventory to tame. Its taming bar went up. It decreased. If it runs out of food, it will lose its taming bar. So we're going to go ahead and put more Megaberries in there. And as you can see, and for the sake of this video, the taming is much faster. Do not assume that it will tame that quickly, because it will not. This is for the sake of the video. But as you can see, the taming bar increased. You saw how much it increased with the Megaberries. Let's go ahead and add the Carno kibble. That's the type of kibble this trike likes to eat, and you can see the difference in how effective it is compared to the Megaberries. Now, it ate about 3 Megaberries to be at the point it's at right now. So go ahead and wait for it to eat the kibble. I think you'll be surprised. I'm just sitting here waiting. Try to eat the kibble. I need you to eat it. It's important. Well, the trike is not being very cooperative today, and it likes to sleep with its eyes open because it's a weirdo. Maybe it can't close its eyes. I'm not really sure. It should be eating really soon. Once it eats, I think you'll be surprised. You can go ahead and add your narcotics to its inventory as well. That way, as you can see, the torpor is at 320% right now, and we're going to hit it, and it's going to go up about 40%. Check out the taming bar now that the trike ate the kibble. As you can see, it is a dramatic increase in how much you can tame something as far as how fast it goes. So that's pretty much it, guys. I can try and tame up a carnivore if you'd like next, if that's something you're interested in, but that's the gist of taming. We're literally just going to sit here and wait till it eats another piece of this kibble, and then we'll have ourselves a tamed trike. It's really that easy. Again, crafting the kibble is going to take some time. Research on how to make kibble. If you'd like me to do a video on how to make kibble, I can do that. That's not a problem. But for the sake of this video, it would run a little bit too long if I were to try and do that all in this video. That's why I pre-gathered all the supplies. But as you can see, it's this far tamed. And if it eats that kibble, I imagine it will tame because I have the multiplier set as high as I do. It's adjusted in my own private settings. Online, it will be much slower than this. But it would take probably about an hour to tame this trike with Megaberries, and with kibble it would probably only take about 15 to 20 minutes. As you can see, for the course of this video, it only took a couple of minutes to tame this trike, but now it is ours, and we can do whatever we want with it. So it's already following me, so I'm going to go ahead and make it just chase me down, and that's it, guys. We have ourselves a trike. That's how you tame. You can tame any dinosaur that way. Just remember that you need prime meat or regular meat to tame a carnivore, or the kibble in which the carnivore would eat. Again, you're going to have to look that up. But you will need some way to knock the dinosaur out, so keep that in mind. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully it was helpful. It ran a little bit long. I didn't want it to run 10 minutes, but I wanted to make sure and cover everything. That way it was completely explained. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you were helped by this video, please hit the like. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And I'll see you guys on